Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me one more time on the Daily Top 7 at 7. I am your host, Virtual Kane. Today is the 27th of February, 2017. We're going to make this a kind of a short episode. I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, so if I cough or sneeze or hack at you, my bad. But before we do get started, we are still taking winners for the concert coming on March 6th at the Historic Ashland Armory in Ashland, Oregon. So if you would like to see Sick Puppies, if you would like to see Devour the Day or Fallen Theory, all of those bands are going to be there. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. And if you want to get tickets, leave a comment here on YouTube, and I will do a drawing and get you guys a pair of tickets for the winner. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the news. Excuse me. Looks like we've got some news here on the Iraqi forces in Mosul, and it looks like basically they've opened up the bridge, which has been allowing the civilians to flee from the east side of the river to the west side into the already cleared parts of Mosul. And it looks like right now we've got Turkey and Syria are clashing again. Turkey-backed Syrian rebel groups, the Turkey is backing Syria, and they are fighting against the Islamic State? Sure. This is a sad story right here. Philippines condemns barbaric beheading of German hostage. The Philippines condemned on Monday the barbaric beheading of an elderly German captive by Islamic State-linked Abu Sayyaf militants who posted a video of the killing after a deadline for a $600,000 ransom was passed. So, with the Oscars, or was it the Grammys, or whatever it was, some stupid awards show happened last night, and they gave a Muslim an Academy Award, which, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that with that sort of news hanging in the air, I really doubt that we're going to hear anything at all about this. I really do. I didn't see it on Good Morning America. I haven't seen it on any other news source other than this, and I really feel like it's just going to get glossed over. And that, ladies and gentlemen, without sounding like a Trump supporter, because I'm not, that's what I call fake news. Not that this is fake news, but the fact that MSNBC is going to release 10 reports in the next hour, and 9 of them are going to be about Trump. So, do with that what you will. Again, I'm not saying I'm supporting him. I am saying that if you're going to be against him, don't use his tactics to defeat him, because that makes you just as bad as he is. Okay? Think about it. Let's see. Israeli aircraft attack Hamas targets after rockets fired from Gaza. Looks like 4 people were wounded. So hopefully nobody was killed. Hopefully those wounds are only superficial and they're able to bounce back. I wish all this stuff would just kind of find a way to work itself out, but they say that after several tens of hours in a combat zone, you just lose it. I did some research on concept of being shell-shocked, and they used to think that what it was is back during World War I, there was so much artillery going off and bombs landing everywhere that when people would black out and just kind of go crazy a little, they would call that shell shock. Now we call it PTSD, because we've discovered that it isn't necessarily the concussion blasts that are making people that are disturbing people, that are causing the trauma. It's trauma. Literally trauma. So watching people die, watching bodies splatter apart, these are things that really mess with people. And so, I really, it seems like everybody in the area over there has had that sort of PTSD that literally, I mean, the people said, if you go through this long enough, yes, you will go crazy. So, I mean, does that mean that the entire region over there is absolutely insane? I don't want to use the word insane because I feel like that kind of demeans them as a people, but I would like to say that these poor folks are definitely traumatized. So I don't know what we can do to take that into consideration, but I think somebody should. So yeah, here we go. Last letters from Mosul schoolboys to Islamic State martyrs. My dear family, please forgive me, reads the handwritten letter discarded on the dusty halls of an Islamic State training compound in eastern Mosul. Yeah. And, so guys, I think that's enough news. Let's see if there's any Twitters worth, so Oscars, not news. Trump's pick to head up Medicare and Medicaid wants to cut mandatory coverage for maternity leave. Why? I don't really understand that. It doesn't make sense. How to defeat those who are waging war on science. Again, pretty valid. I can get behind that. Let's see. Oscars, space, Oscars, old people phones. What's this? Giant neuron found wrapped around entire mouse brain linked to consciousness. Well, there's something good in the news. Okay. And, well, in the tweets at least. And humans give off about as much body heat as a 100-watt light bulb. If you've ever been to one of our concerts, you can surely attest to that. Inside the mosh pit, it gets so hot, it feels like a funnel of hot air, just like the whole crowd went Super Saiyan or something. Anyway, guys, that's it for the day. Check out this little bit of heliocentrism. And before I let you go, I would just like to say that even though I really believe that it was an EMP that was doomed to take out America, with all this released information from NASA, I am almost positive that we are going to be attacked now by aliens from this new system they've found. And just because it's so far away for humans to get to doesn't mean that the aliens couldn't get to us. Maybe their technology is better. So yeah, when the aliens show up and start blowing things up, just understand they are not from this faraway planet or series of planets. These things don't even exist out there. That's just made up. Okay, they needed something. They needed to push us all in different directions far enough until they found something that could be feasibly used in order to pull the wool over the rest of our eyes. And so many people believe in heliocentrism and that outer space is real and that you can fly through it. Excuse me. It's just kind of sad. So I'm going to let you guys go. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me again. Seeing the smiles on your smiling faces brings a smile to my non-smiling face. So when it does, it's actually smiling. Think about that. Goodbye, guys. This has been your Daily Top 7 at 7. I am your host, Virtual Kane, and I will see you on the next episode tomorrow.